Blood flow. All of your body needs blood to be able to deliver precious oxygen to your tissues. The tiniest of vessels are necessary to be able to deliver oxygen where it needs to be. Today, we will look at L-arginine and how it's useful to be able to get oxygen to your tissues. From exercise performance to sexual dysfunction, there's a lot to cover, so let's get started. I was once working as a pharmacist at a grocery store pharmacy when a man pulled me to the side and asked me if I knew where he could find the L-arginine. It took me a moment to realize what he was talking about. He was looking for L-arginine. Now, I know why he thought it was called that, and you might know already as well. L-arginine is an amino acid. Amino acids are like Lego that are used to be able to build a protein. This amino acid can be found in a lot of meat, fish, and dairy products. It's best known for its ability to be able to help your vascular system. L-arginine can be converted in the body into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a chemical that your body uses to allow vessels to relax and let blood flow through freely. If blood can't flow through, things just don't work quite as well. You may ask yourself, why would someone take L-arginine? Well, anyone looking to increase the amount of blood flow to a certain area to address a condition may be interested. Those conditions include infertility, numerous cardiovascular conditions, and even sexual dysfunction in men and women. I should also mention that there is another way to increase nitric oxide in your blood, and that's good old-fashioned exercise. Whenever you exercise, your body releases nitric oxide so that blood flow can be increased to your muscles. Now, some people may take L-arginine as a supplement to be able to enhance that effect. They'll take it so that the vessels can relax, more blood can get to the muscles, and they can achieve a new level of effectiveness with their workouts. There is a study that's kind of proving this out, and I've put the link to that below in the description. Many people that will be searching for L-arginine will be doing so looking for its utility in sexual dysfunction, as well as to get a better pump in their workouts, to be able to get more blood flow to their muscles. So those are the two conditions that I want to go over today. Do you remember the gentleman I discussed previously that was looking for L-arginine? He was very confused and he was wondering how would something that would cause relaxation help with his issue of erectile dysfunction. Now, this is a common mistake that you could make, that he was thinking he needed more rigidity and not more relaxation in the vessels. I told him to think of when he fills his tank with gas. If I were to clamp off the hose that gave gas to the car, it would no longer work and his car would no longer have any fuel. He would then need to relax that clamp to be able to get gas to his engine. The same works with blood flow. If we relax the constriction of the vessels, we can get oxygen-rich blood flowing to where it needs to go. I want to mention that sometimes for men, erectile dysfunction is a precursor warning sign to some bigger issues. It could be an early warning sign of heart disease or even stroke. The same process that happens with erectile dysfunction, where vessels are getting clogged, not cramped, could also be happening in the heart or brain. This is a situation where listening to your body and paying attention and then doing something about it could actually lead to better health overall. In dosing L-arginine for sexual dysfunction in men, 5 grams per day has been studied with fairly good results. I might recommend starting a bit lower than that, around 2 grams a day, and working your way up from there. We want to get the lowest effective dose to be able to make sure that we're not taking any unnecessary amount of supplements. By the way, I did point the gentleman to the L-arginine and sent him on his way. As a pharmacist, it's always good to get someone the medication they need, and hopefully he found it to be effective. L-arginine has also been looked at in sexual dysfunction in women. The same principles apply of increased blood flow to the area and an increased amount of smooth muscle relaxation that could help treat sexual dysfunction. The same idea of increased blood flow to an area is what makes L-arginine an interesting choice to add to an exercise regimen. The idea of an increased amount of oxygen-rich blood being delivered to the muscles certainly in theory could help someone achieve new levels of effectiveness for their exercise routine. The data on this is a bit inconclusive, however. Some studies will show that it's very effective, that it can help people lift new levels of weight that they were not able to before. There is other data that is showing that it may not be effective or any more effective than placebo. The fact of the matter is, you are the only one that can determine whether it is effective for you. As far as side effects are concerned, L-arginine is fairly well tolerated. Some side effects that have been noted are abdominal pain, nausea, or diarrhea. Asthma patients may want to have a little bit of increased caution with L-arginine, as it has been shown to increase inflammation of the airways. Now, I should mention that any type of supplement that you take, you should let your healthcare provider know. They can look into possible interactions that they have, and they can't do that without knowing the full amount of medications that you're taking, both prescription and over the counter. I do have an example product today, and that's the L-Arginine by NV Nutrition. In this supplement, there's actually several different types of L-Arginine included, and in a future video, I'd like to be able to break those down and what the differences are. This, however, is just an introductory video, so maybe in the future, and if you'd like that sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments. All in all, there's 1.3 grams of supplement in this that will increase your nitric oxide production. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to do, is increase nitric oxide production and therefore increase blood flow. If you'll remember for dosing on sexual dysfunction, I said that up to 5 grams a day had been studied. To be able to get 5 grams from a capsule form like this can end up being quite a few capsules. For that reason, you may prefer to be able to take your L-Arginine in a powder form and mix it in water. If that's something that interests you, I did include a link in the description below to a powdered form of L-Arginine, as well as a link to the NV Nutrition L-Arginine capsules seen here. Blood flow is critical, and we have just scratched the surface of what L-Arginine can do for blood flow in your body. By watching this video, you've made sure you're educated and know everything about the supplements that you're putting inside your body. To continue to do so, hit the subscribe button below so that you can stay up to date on the latest health information on various supplements and other items you might find in the pharmacy. Also, check out some of the other videos that I've put out on some related topics. Until then, I'll see you soon.